what's up guys? It's Angela with Village General Contracting. Today we are turning off the water supply to our ranch because we had a burst pipe. So we figured we'd do a little video for y'all just because the cold weather is coming in. There's going to be a lot of frozen pipes out there, or if you have some other kind of water emergency at your house, what you want to do is you want to locate wherever your water meter is. It's always good to know that before you have the emergency in case your house is flooding. Ours is clear across the property. We're lucky enough to have ours labeled. A lot of the times they won't be labeled, so you're going to want to look for a box like this. We've already taken the cover off. Sometimes they're going to be buried under all the leaves and the brush. You don't access them very often. Inside that, you're going to see the dial. This is what the water companies read for your billing. And right below that is where you turn it off. Now, typically, you use a special tool to turn it on and off. If you do not have one of those tools, you can pick one up, or if it's an emergency, a lot of times you can use a crescent wrench or some pliers, just anything to get that cranked off so you can stop the flow of water in there. We've already gotten ours turned off because we were spewing water 20 feet in the air, so we're gonna go get that fixed now. Alright guys, so this is where the break was. I'm going to wipe it off and show you. It's right at a coupling. The dirt out here is very, very clayey. So we got to get this all cleaned off. So if this break was not at a coupling, you could use something like a rubber coupling like this. It's called a flexible coupler, but being that there's a lot of cows out here and everything, it just wouldn't work for this application. But also, since there's a coupling out here, I'm going to need to cut two sections out to where it's not going to connect all the way. So what we're going to use is a compression coupling. Okay, I'll show you how it works in just a bit after I get this cleaned off. Compression couplings are about $5 to $10 depending on the size. This I'm pretty positive is a 1-inch pipe. That's what I got. I got a 1 1/4 just in case, but shouldn't need it. So I'm clearing back because the way this works is you slide it on, and I don't want a bunch of debris or anything in my gaskets. It is very chilly. Okay, the other thing you'll need is some PVC cutters. Okay, they just ratchet closed. They snip it just like scissors would, like this. Okay, you pull it back open. I'm gonna put this right on the outside of this coupling because I don't need this coupling anymore. My hands are frozen. And the PVC is frozen. I'm gonna need a pipe cutter. It's gonna shatter it. Okay, we are back. I didn't want to cut it with the PVC cutter just because it's really, really cold right now and I don't want to shatter the pipe. I'm just going to use a hacksaw. You can use a pipe cutter, you can use a multi-tool, you can use whatever you got, but I want to try and cut it as close to this coupling as possible just because our compression coupling is it's not small, but we don't want to cut out too much of it. So I'm just going to cut right alongside this coupling. There you go. There's that. I'm going to cut off maybe, yeah, I'm going to cut off this damaged piece here. doesn't need to be perfect cuts. They're just going to be exposed inside, but you do want to clean up the little flurries that are here. Okay, now on your compression coupler, what you're going to do, my hand warmer, you're going to take off one side of it. Both of them are the same, so it doesn't matter which side you do. You're going to put one side on one end. You're going to take the gasket out, put it on that end. Scoot it down a little bit, doesn't matter where. Okay. The reason these are beneficial is obviously there's a space between here. So without getting another piece of PVC and having two different couplings in a very weak joint, we can use a compression coupling because it'll fit, it'll cover that, okay? So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna do the same with the other side. You can either take them off and do it. I like to take them off and do it. You don't have to, you can just do it all as one piece. Same thing, put it on the other side. Okay, now you're going to take your large piece, you're going to put it on one side and then get it up to where it's on both of them. Now you want to try and get it to where it's not too far on one side because you're going to have too much exposed. You want to try and get them right in the middle. You're going to push your gaskets to kind of hold them in place. Now, if you're unsure, it's always better to double check. The last thing we want is for this to fail again and have to come back out in even colder weather. Luckily, it's going to warm up soon, but I'd rather not do this at midnight. Okay, I'm going to screw one side in just enough to hand tighten for right now until I get the other side screwed in. Okay, that should be good. This is not a good permanent solution for areas of high traffic like this. We are rerouting all of our pipes, so this is just something to get us by for the next couple of weeks. Jake's gonna make sure it's covered up really good. Being that there's a lot of tractors that go through here, it's probably gonna get uncovered eventually. But for right now, it's gonna get us out of the cold and it's gonna get our water back on. So that's how you do it.
All right, I'm getting ready to fill this thing up. It's really, really important that you have a good base underneath it, so if pressure comes down this pipe, it's not gonna break. You also wanna make sure that you don't have too much underneath it where it's pushing this up, because then the coupler is gonna fail. So it's got to just kind of keep it natural how it is. This is not buried very deep at all. This is a very temporary thing. We are running a whole bunch of new plumbing over on the other side of the ranch. So, but again, this serves as an instructional video on how to do kind of a quick fix with one of these couplers. But you definitely want your water buried a little bit deeper than this so you don't really have a lot of issues. So. But yeah, enjoy.